Hello and welcome to the premiere of my YouTube channel. Like every other idiot in the face of America with a camera and a whole bunch of Nerf guns, I decided, hey, would it be a great idea to cloud the internet with a bunch of mods and crap that you can check out anywhere, anytime, and just add to the giant pile of mess. So as promised to my buddy Joe DiMarco, I think I pronounced that correctly, not entirely sure, not really good with names. Anybody that knows me knows, since I work at one of the giant retailers in America, Walmart, that you can't possibly remember everybody's name because the turnover rate's so big. I don't even bother. Names are pointless at this function in my life because, frankly, who even needs one? None of us have names anyways in this community. We're all hashtags and emails and avatars. And by the way, my name's Clownie. In case you haven't figured out, my parents didn't name me that. You may end up seeing a shout out on this channel to my buddy Griever. I don't know what the numbers are. It's Griever. I'll figure out how to make a denotation up in this area or down here if you want to. I don't know. I'm going to figure link channel. It's YouTube crap's all new to me. Anyways, as promised to my buddy Joe DiMarco, which may or may not be right, I have received these Strongarms, Ying and Yang, in the mail. Well, actually not in the mail. He sent them back to me. I went to a war in Philly, which is actually supposed to be Gnome Fest. No lawn gnomes, by the way, at that one. So the annual Gnome Fest was I guess postponed or going to have another or whatever. If they're not, I doubt it because they're not going to. Probably won't. I don't know. Nerf is a little funky right now in my area. Lots of nothing going on, then a whole bunch of something, as in Plains Airsoft Arena. If you're going to hit that up, I'd say check that out. If you're going to be anywhere in the Scranton area or Wilkes-Barre area of Pennsylvania, which is Wilkes-Barre, because if you're in Pennsylvania in a certain area, it's Wilkes-Barre. But if you're from where I am, it's Wilkes-Barre. No, I don't wash my clothing because I'm not a complete hick. I do have something of an education, some high school. Well, all high school, no college, but it doesn't matter. I didn't grow up and conceived in the back of a goddamn tractor with any kind of sheep or anything like that. So, as I was saying, I traded Joe DiMarco a bunch of other stuff, and he offered to paint these up. I have personally not yet used them. I loaned them out at the war left and right to everybody because I was having so much more fun with my Mega at the battle, because the Mega Round versus 315 constantly. The drone of 315, 315, 315, Mega! Yeah, especially on a schoolyard, which may have not been the best of things running around on a schoolyard with a mask and everything else shooting on camera. I'm pretty sure it's a bug around somewhere, but I'm surprised. Actually, the cops weren't called, but it's not the first time that everyone was there. So, I guess that's okay. Nobody got arrested. Nobody got hurt. It was a good day. Obviously. Anyhow, like I promised him, I would set these out for a quick review. I really don't need to review both of them, I guess, because they're both painted with vinyl dye for a base, and I'm assuming Krylon or white. There's a... You know how well my camera zooms in here. We're going to take a look. As you can see, what appears to be blue for some reason is actually black. He did a fairly awesome job. I think he said these were his first paint jobs, and he is open to commission. He did not grind off the Nerf logos and stuff, but I didn't tell him to. He did leave the orange on here because, frankly, when you paint orange parts, they just stick and never really hold very well or bleed through, as you can kind of see on this. As if it's sitting around and the plastic starts to gas or haze, it messes with the other paint, so you get a really nice white and then a kind of tinted, but that's just the way it is unless you pile on many, many, many layers, which is kind of a Roy Schreiber joke, but I guess younger people won't get the reference to any of the movies because, well, you're young and your taste in movies pretty much sucks. If you don't believe me, Twilight, Hunger Games, okay? Deal with it. You sucked up the vampires. You sucked everything up, and then your hero for your movies is better than any other. She's more of a man than the guys, okay? And she doesn't even have the proper parts. So, deal with it. They're all 14-year-old women in that show anyways. Jailbait. Giggity. And so, areas are still intact, and this thing pops out, does the, I guess, the standard roulette mod that they all do when you buy one of these things. Does Nerf up their game on it. Personally, I'm going to be using them in Wilkes-Barre at the Plains Arena, November 1st. You can check Nerf Haven for that. If I remember, I'll stick a denotation at the bottom there with a link. Check that out. It's a pay thing. Did it last year. It's really a badass war. You can even attend. They got a giant building, lots of wars inside. This isn't so much a review now as it is a rambling mess. But then again, I said first YouTube video, just getting used to this crap. Because, frankly, nobody's really comfortable on the camera right away. You got a big fear of public speaking or a bright, shiny head like mine is, and the forehead reflecting the light back into the camera. Really kind of kills everything. But these are great. Thank you, Joe. I absolutely do love them. He did say, as you can hear, the trigger is a little sticky. I've had some of my strong arms do that in the past. They get put back together. But other than that, the only problem I have is I haven't figured out exactly where to mount them on my wall of fame, because it's mostly my stuff and I just rearranged my shop, so every bit of a pegboard that I had was extra is covered up. But yeah, good job, Joe. I believe you're going to be at the Plains War up there, so we're going to have that. I shall kill many, many noobs with them if they show up. If not, your ass is mine. With your own guns. Sucks to be gunned down by your own weapon. This is Clownie, signing off. Peace.